Worship is powerful. Yeah. Worship is when we give glory to God. Worship helps us magnify God, helps us to see Him properly for who He truly is, for how great He is, and puts everything in perspective. Worship is when we lift up God's name. A powerful story about worship that we find in the Bible is the story of Paul and Silas. Paul and Silas were great men of God who actually ended up in prison for doing the work of God. We're going to pick their story up in Acts chapter 16, verse 25, and it says this: "About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying. They were also singing hymns to God. The other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly, there was a powerful earthquake. It shook the prison from top to bottom. All at once, the prison doors flew open. Everybody's chains came loose." That story shows us that God is powerful, that He's sovereign, that He's worthy of our praise, He's worthy of our worship, and it shows us that worship breaks chains. Worship broke the chains in the prison, and for you and I today, worship breaks chains in us. It can break chains of fear, anger, worry, and stress. And I love that in that story of Paul and Silas, the worship that broke the chains opened up the jail keeper's heart so that the greatest chain of all could be broken in his life, the chain of sin and separation from our loving God. Let me finish with this encouragement. Psalm 100 tells us to make a joyful noise to God. Not a tuneful noise, a joyful noise. Be encouraged that worship isn't about doing something really good. It's about 100% engaging your heart and your mind in worship to God, believing that as you worship, chains are going to break in Jesus' name. Yeah!